Hello there, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy with a deck review. This is a review of Lynn Andrews' Power Deck. And I got this based on some images that I saw. I thought it was really cool. I don't think it's available now for new. I got it used in any case. And what is the date on this in her book? 1991, okay? So maybe they're not. This is the book that came with it, you know, fair-sized book. But I think it's about being a fan of Lynn Andrews and her thinking, etc. In other words, and part of the reason I got it was I thought, well, you know, back in the 80s, I did read some Lynn Andrews, and I liked them. I didn't keep it, any of her books, but, you know, I was grooving on Lynn Andrews there for a while. The cards are supposedly kind of divided by direction, north, south, east, west. And so she's got them here. For instance, flow, 6 flow, south red, definition of the card, and then, you know, kind of a full page, but it takes up 2 pages to get a full page. Here's trust, south red, and again, goes to the next page. So if I go further on, I get East Yellow, 39 Destiny, again, definition of the card. And that's the vast majority of this book, is just that. No card images, which is okay, really. I know people like card images, but you've got the cards right here. So this goes, everything that comes with it, like this. You've got the book, your cards, and a little fold-out thingamajiggy. They all fit into this. I'm not going to put them in right now, but they all slide in there nice and tight. This is supposed to be like a little altar, and I don't use cards that way. I'm not sure. I think it shows in there. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's supposed to be a little backing where you set your card in. That's not something that interests me, so I've never used it. These are the cards. They're in kind of an interesting envelope kind of a situation here. You pull this out, opens up. Normally this would be fastened as well. And then you open this up, and you have 2 layers of cards here. They're a little bit fancy. Now, I love some of the images on these cards. Just love them. Of course, just like everybody else in the world, that's a large part of my temptation to get a deck. Some people might be quite annoyed that there are little nubs here from however they created the cards was with a stamping machine, so that you could, when you popped the cards out, they left the little nubs here and on the side. So that may bug some people. Doesn't bug me too much. What bothers me more is that you can't, there's no backing, there's just the definition of the card on the back. And I have to be honest, I haven't been liking these messages on the back. They feel sort of, I don't know, sanctimonious a little bit. That's the word that comes to mind. Or, okay, I'll read you this one. Transformation. This is the gorgeous, beautiful, cool card. Just really cool. It's birds are flying out of blossoms. It's like the blossoms are giving birth to these birds who are flying out. So gorgeous card. Okay, transformation on the back. The power of your intent leads you around the sacred wheel of endeavor. Begin today with trust and innocence in the early hours. Imagine a quiet pond and see the reflection of your true self. At noon, take a moment to close your eyes and dream. Image the transformation that this day offers you. Seek the strength and wisdom through your ability to love to bring this transformation into action and into the words you speak. At night, give thanks for the illumination you have found. Know that the form of your intent leads you to the power of transformation. That one's not too bad. And it matches the card quite well. Others of them, to me, don't. So these would be great, again, for people, and I say again because I've got another deck that kind of suffers from the same problem for me. Would be great for daily draws and or meditation, that sort of thing. But I don't use my cards that way. I use my cards for readings, and usually more than one at a time, and so they have to work together. And they have to, this one is intuitive. Many of them aren't. They're still cool images, but they're problematic for me in terms of use. For one, they don't have a backing. They've got the messages on the cards, which is something in general I don't like. So to pull a card in an unbiased fashion is problematic. Okay, so I have to shuffle without looking, and then, you know, maybe draw a card from the middle and then come up with one like here, which is, again, you know, cool image, cool card. It's called Mystery. A shaman can teach you about power. A magician train you to become strong in spirit and competent in your endeavors in life. But to describe how a miracle happens or how you come to be a powerful magician is to try to explain the mystery. You can talk around the secrets of power, but if you describe them directly, you lose that power and you destroy the mystery. Welcome the mystery and allow the miracle of existence to emerge from the darkness and transform you. So I suppose this picture is supposed to be of creation. And the quality of the pictures, even though they're really cool pictures, the quality of them varies quite a bit. That stuff in the middle, I mean, it's overexposed, nearly pixelated. So there are some problems with these cards a little bit for me. But the biggest issue, so I'm about to show you all the cards here. The biggest issue I have is that there's no backing. I can't draw them, and so I can't do a random draw. I'm not comfortable doing like a full spread with them, so they do function as a supplementary oracle, and in many ways I've got enough of those. So I'm going to show you these so that you can see, you know, some really super images. So, you know, I'm actually toying with letting this deck go, but gosh, some super images. But some things, like, again, the art here, again, borders on fuzzy pixelated in the forest area. Down in the sky area, it's pretty clear. This card, and it's not intuitive to me. Much of this deck is not turning out to be terribly intuitive for me. Some of the images are very similar. This is imagination. And there's a lot of that sky or space popping out of the ground. So there's a lot of similarity. This is balance. That makes a lot of sense. That's probably one of the best cards, that balance card, because it does have an abundance of images. There's the caribou, the tents, the man, the rocks, there's an eagle there. Most of the cards are more sparse or spare. So this is a neat one too. Feminine. And if you can't see, the trees are like dryads. This is strength. Strength. So quite a bit of Buddhist imagery in here as well. Another beautiful. And I like the horizontal aspect of some of these cards, which is another reason that I got it. Release. And there's your transformation again. How does that go? I think it goes up right. Time. Time. And this one's like, how do you get time out of that? Alright, truth. Virtue. And how you get virtue out of that, I don't know, but super cool image with just all kinds of evocative stuff in there. I wish all of them were like this, but you'll see. And this one's cool too. Commitment. Yeah, commitment. I was just checking to see if it was horizontal or not. And again, I'm not sure why that's commitment. Maybe the construction of the wall required commitment. Another cool image, but it's called harmony. Harmony. The meanings I just don't get it. Very beautiful card though. Individuality. Okay, how to be alienated in a boardroom. That's what I would have called it. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to read you what it says on the back. Individuality. When the shield carrier reaches the top of the mountain, she never seeks approval because approval is based on doubt. Your strength and wisdom are celebrated in your unique ability to view the experience of life with new vision. Power lies in individuality and the ability to see yourself through your own eyes and not through the eyes of another. So I think maybe the problem I have with these is that they're intended to be lessons. And I'm not sure that that's where I want to go with a lot of my readings for people. It's not for lessons. Information, but not lessons. Quickening, this is called. Quickening. Another beautiful image, perfection. Perfection. And again, this doesn't, dream your passion, fly away. Go through the hoop of your innermost fears and desires, meet them and conquer them. I'm not seeing that in the image doesn't make a lot of sense to me for what's behind it. Another really cool image. But kind of not enough there to read it intuitively, and it's destiny. Cocopelli, I don't know. Intuition. I don't really see how that is intuition. From the left side of your body comes the female energy, whether you are a man or a woman. Within this femaleness, your feminine consciousness lives your intuition. Again, how are we getting that from that card? This amuses me greatly. Humor. Humor. So it does its function. This is humor. On the inside of the umbrella, I'm not sure if you can see that. The one guy's umbrella, you have galaxies. So, very cool. But here it says, humor, fear, and anger awaken the power of your will. In the juxtaposition of realities, find truth. There's certainly a juxtaposition of realities. So that one's more on target. Love the prayer flag feeling of this. This is offering. Okay, so that one makes some sense. More fish. Fish in the vegetation. This is courage. Action takes courage. We often feel like the fish out of water, separate and different from the world around us. Flow. I'm sorry. I'm getting my orientation incorrect. Flow. And this does talk about a flower here, and that makes perfect sense for flow. Perfect sense. Another gorgeous image. Focus. Again, now here I would say listen. Why focus? Focus doesn't make any sense. In the process of becoming an expert, you fine-tune your whole being. You collect important parts of yourself, and you begin to live the life of a warrior. This card does not speak to me of that. And maybe it shouldn't. Maybe I need to let go of the backings and just use them intuitively. Another Buddhist-inspired. This is Illumination Unknown. I love that card too. Creativity. Fascinating card. I could maybe do creativity with that. Another beautiful card for grief. I think that's a lovely grief card. So maybe I just need to let go of the sayings and the lessons on the back and do like I'm thinking of doing with the Shaman Oracle, and just keeping the images and doing something completely different. This is wisdom. And being ruthless and actually getting rid of the images that actually don't work for me. Skill. This is an odd one for skill, if you ask me. Dream. Impeccability. Strange thing to even bring up. This is a really cool image. It's like I would love, some of these, it's like I would love a poster of these, but I'm not sure that they work as cards for me. Masculine. Silence. I may run out of video power here in my battery. It's flashing at me. Silence. Well, I'll speed it up. Magic. Enduring. Another super gorgeous image. Nurturing. Yes, I would love to have that on my wall. Another gorgeous one. Ecstasy. That works for me as ecstasy. Trust. This does not work for me as trust. Essence. Vision. Innocence. I'm not sure that works for innocence. This would be better for me for innocence. Whoops. Aspiration. Witness. Centering. Force. And gathering. So there are the cards. Alright, so that's the power deck. I'm on the fence about the power deck. So it may eventually be a trade or giveaway or something. Or I may modify it. Thanks for stopping by and taking a look. Take care. Bye-bye.